Hello everybody, welcome back. Shift number 2. Right, point of order. I told a slight lie in the YouTube thumbnail because I think I put A320 ops, and in fact, as you probably can tell, I'm in an A321. That is because when I went to book the flight on... So, A321 to Edinburgh. We're going to do 2 legs tonight. Dublin, which is where we are now, up to Edinburgh. Edinburgh over to Belfast, Aldergrove. So we'll do the first leg in the 321, and we'll do the second leg in an A320, whichever one happens to be at Eddie. So we'll back out of this when we get to Eddie, switch planes, and go from there. Who's in? We got Kirky, Joanna, Stefan, Grumpy, and F35, and Moz, and also we've got... Who've we got? Verti in Twitch. Welcome all. Welcome all. And Spag. Can't forget Spag. How you all doing? Nice to see you all again. So, we'll try and get gone as quick as reasonably possible. Battery 1. Battery 2. External power. Emergency lights. No smoking. Cruise supply. Recorder. Nav and logo. 1, 2, 3 for the navs. That'll do us for a minute. Lovely jubbly. Let it all come to life. Let it all come to life. It feels really weird. It feels really weird having an A320 overhead panel next to me, but not using it. I feel like I need to get it mounted first. Maybe we'll have a look online, see if we can find something on the way. Right, let's import the flight then. Dublin to Edinburgh. How many have we got? We've got a full house. We've got a full house, like 230 on board. That's pretty good going. I'll take that. 6,500 kilos of fuel. And what have we got in terms of cargo? Not quite full, but that's fine. Right, let's get her loaded then, because the A321 does take a minute. Jim, back again. Twice in one day. Nice to see you. I don't think there's any ATC online here at the moment. There certainly wasn't a moment ago when I checked. And there seems to be still no ATC, but... Looky, we've got Scottish Control online. So I'm therefore hoping they remain online for the duration of my trip. Because that would be lovely, wouldn't it? You know what's going to happen? We're going to get to around about here. And then that'll be that. So it stands to reason if they stay online... How long have they been online? 16 minutes. Okay, so it stands to reason we might get top-down coverage from Eddie to Belfast. Which would be pretty awesome if that's the case. That'd be really cool. Welcome back, Cav. Cav, full disclosure, I haven't had a chance to get the thing yet. But I will do it.
Dublin traffic, Postman 2883, taxiing runway 28 right.
Is that an air not over there? Yes, it is. It's Stephen. And you've got a Ryanair. Off to Berlin. Where's Ryanair going? Madrid. Some long old flights tonight for those guys. That one's just landed. And you're off to East Mids. Hell yeah, love East Mids. So we're going to take off on 28 right. This one here, so we're sort of close. Reasonably close. Reasonably close. Oh, tell you what. I had an amazing cake tonight. I've never had one of these before, but I feel like... You know, there are certain days in your life where you're like, I'm going to remember this for the rest of my life. I think tonight was one of those nights. It's called a chocolate blondie. Have you ever had one of those? It's like a chocolate brownie, but with white chocolate. Sensational. Absolutely sensational. Completely unexpected. But incredible nevertheless. I think I'm done with brownies, to be honest, at this point. Incredible. Right, ATSU menu. AOC. Flight in it. My only complaint would be they put marshmallows on top, and I'm not a fan of marshmallows on anything cakes. Get them out. So I picked them off and gave them to the kids. Oh, I appreciate it, Cav. Thank you, mate. Right. Air not 403 is the call sign. Departing Dublin.
Crossing runway 34.
There you go, Grumpy. Alternate of Manchester. Not that we'll need it. We won't need it. What's my flight number again? Not 403. Cost index. I'm gonna. It's not gonna be 60, is it? 15. We're only going 25,000. Oh, is that because it's like the initial, and then once you actually get going, you go higher? No, it's 250 all the way. How interesting. Okay, cost index 15, and we'll go 250. Let's get the wind. There is some more chocolate blondie in the house. I'm not going to lie. I might have to go and get some later. Just popping in for the toilet, guys. Back in a minute. Scoff, scoff, scoff. Unbelievable. You've got to try it. If you haven't tried it, you've got to try it. Right. Now, seeing as there's no ATC online, we don't need to waste time. Well, I say waste time. We don't need to do the IFR clearance, so we can just put ourselves in straight onto 28 right, and we're taking the, what is it, the Rotev 3 Juliet. That's the one where it gets a bit confused, isn't it, because of the tight turn, I believe. But we'll be alright. And then into Eddie, we're planning a 2-4 arrival on Tunso 1 Echo. And well, I mean ATC's online, so I'm probably not going to go via Tala, because that basically means going back on yourself, doesn't it? So I'm going to put no via, and I imagine we'll get vectors for the ILS. I imagine we will. It's quite common that we do. Good, we're making good time. How's it? Oh my word, my frames aren't doing so good though. What in the... Oh, this happened once before with chase plane. You move your mouse and there's a lag. Hopefully that sorts itself out, because that was a problem a while ago, wasn't it? Fuel is in. Well, nearly. What's going on out there? Passengers. Are we being bussed? Yeah, we are. Here we are. Oh, I do like the Air Not livery on this. It's a shame that Grumpy always appears as Air Canada, or anyone else for that matter. Oh, Sean, you've gone and done it now. You've gone and done it now. Running not crosswind in Cork. Yeah, you'll be right, Spag. I believe in you. I believe in Harvey Dent. Or in this case, Spag. I saw those films are on Netflix now, by the way. Dark Knight. Or Batman Begins, Dark Knight. Whatever the last one was called. Dark Knight Rises. Brilliant. Morning Dan. Evening Dan. Blimey. It's been a long day. It's been a long day. I was so relieved to see the comment section, by the way, on the overhead video that I put out. I was really worried that everyone was going to be like, dude, what the hell are you on about? Like, we don't think that at all. I was like, oh, that would have been embarrassing. Been the first time, would it? Wouldn't have been the first time. God damn, is there 56 of you watching on YouTube Vertical? Come over to the proper stream on Horizontal. I haven't even tagged the game. What's the matter with me? Let me tag the game.
Dublin traffic,
then everyone will be like, oh, it's flight sim and leave. Do I use sim brief? I do. I do indeed. In fact, I've got it. You can't... This monitor... here. I have it on a little touchscreen. Very nice it is too. How do you know what gate you're in if you don't have paid scenery? I would use Navigraph. And I'll show you. And then zoom in and look. So you can see I'm at 110 right. Occasionally you have to use it. You have to use Navigraph if you're at default scenery. Because maybe there isn't taxiway lines or gate, you know, anything. Sometimes it can be really, really ropey. So sometimes you almost have to taxi while looking at the moving map of Navigraph to try and get yourself in what would be the right place for somebody that has the paid scenery, even though you don't. It's really weird, but yeah, you have to do that sometimes. What device is Flight Sim on? Wow. It's on the Xbox, PS5 and PC, but I think it's also on like xCloud or whatever, but honestly I wouldn't. I probably wouldn't, to be honest. I played Halo 5, or Halo Guardians, through the Xbox Cloud because I wanted to play through all the games again before Halo Infinite came out. This is a few years ago now, and I got as far as like Halo 4, and I was like, cool, let's get Halo 5 on the PC. Not available. So I had to play it through a web browser on my PC. It was hideous. Absolutely hideous. Are these night sessions helping with overall traction to the channel? Does it increase the views? It's a flip of the coin at the minute, Dan. Like, you have to... What I've learned is with streaming is that if you're going to stream at a certain time, you have to stream at that certain time for ages to get traction. Because ultimately, people like to know what time their show's on. And then they build it into their habits and their routines, and then that's how you sort of get people that turn up regularly, and then they know when it is, and they sort of look forward to it, and it's a thing, and like that. That's great. So for me to just decide, I'm going to do night streams now, and to then sort of arrogantly assume that everyone's going to turn up because that's when YouTube's busiest, it's like, no, it doesn't work like that. So we are currently in putting in the hours mode, if that makes sense. How do you have the automatic camera views? That is an add-on called Chase Plane. Keep in mind, Dan, that there's also more competition if you're streaming at night. So yes, there are more viewers, but then there are more streamers to take them, if you know what I mean. So it doesn't necessarily mean more immediately. My main concern at the minute is doing a double bill on Tuesday and Thursday, whether people are going to get sick of it, almost like it's too concentrated. A better solution would be Monday day, Tuesday night, Wednesday day, Thursday night, Friday day, weekend. Sorry, not sorry, but I'm not streaming. Since this morning's stream, Grumpy says I've been looking on Amazon and overhead projector mounts look to be our friend. Really? Okay. Okay. Am I loaded? Yeah, I'm loaded. Nice. I'm full. Full of something. Right, departure 28 right. QNH 1012 here at Dublin. Calculate. Flaps 2, up 0.6, 152 V1, 158 for VR, 158 for V2. That'll do us nicely then. We'll send that over to the MCDU. I'm getting that camera lag from Chase Plane again. That's annoying. Rotev, what are we doing for the Rotev? We need to be below 9,000 before we can crack on. So we'll do 9,000 in the window. That'll do nicely. It's a pity with this camera. It's almost, I feel like I'm using frame gen. Sorry. Sorry. I feel like frame gen to me is what Manchester is to Grumpy. I'm getting 250 FPS. No, you're not. You're probably getting like 50 or 60. And then NVIDIA's putting a load of rubbish in between them. Sorry. I'm not going to get angry at frame gen again. Right, let's go up top. Let's get fuel pumps on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. APU master on. Get them strapped in because fueling's finished. I uninstalled Chase Plane today as very laggy. Yeah, that's annoying, isn't it? It's annoying. Good. APU's firing. Now, because I'm starting the APU, is it going to give me like an APU tail view? Because I think sometimes it will contextually change the views it chooses based on what's happening. I think. Can't be sure. Very clever if so. Okay, so it is 7:45. We could technically leave early, and I don't, because we're 15 minutes before our departure, it wouldn't actually ding us for that. It wouldn't actually ding us. Okay, that sounds like an APU available. Yes, it is. Good. Ooh, that is very laggy. Ugh, don't like it. Okay, APU bleed on beacon. It's definitely better though for the stream having these views, I think. I feel like I've got more control over it as well. Hawk! Good evening. Why do I see 2 plane shadows and some plane objects when using FSR3? I don't know how to explain it. I also have a 9000 series card. Oh, so you're getting like, it's almost like it's holding on to the prior frame's image. How many FPS are you getting before you turn on FSR3? Because if your actual raw FPS number is very, very low, FSR might get a bit confused. Like if you're getting 15 FPS and you're doubling it with FSR to get you to 30, you might find you sort of get artifacts. Okay, so you're starting with 30. Yeah, I mean FSR3 obviously isn't as good as DLSS frame gen, which might account for some of it. You got any like VSync on or frame rate limiter or anything like that? Dunk, how you doing? Oh, I like to keep you on your toes, Hawk, you see. Always keep them guessing. Actually, that's terrible advice for streaming. Never keep them guessing. Be predictable would be the advice for streaming.
Dublin, Delta, please, 223, left runway 28 left.
GSX, what are you doing? Oh, look, we're ready. So where should I push back? I'm going to do nose left, tail right onto either Delta Sierra or Charlie or Delta November. Whichever one it decides, I think, to be honest. Dublin traffic air 403, stand 110 right, pushing back, facing east. Dublin. Belfast Hawk. GSX, what have you done?
Release parking brakes, please.
Gladly.
Commencing push. All engines clear. Start at will.
Definitely just saw a plane fly through the terminal then. Did you see that as well? It's silence for the engine start. Let's pay our respects to the Phoenix. Good, new sky started. Welcome home, Philip. So where is it pushing me back onto? Charlie, by the look of it.
Please set parking brakes.
Yeah, I think we got lucky there, Hawk, didn't we? Scottish Control, pretty much soon after. What were they on? 125680. Let's get it pre-tuned.
Emergency lighting will guide you to an exit.
Oops, 2.
In an emergency, leave all baggage on board. Your seatbelt is fastened, adjusted, and released as shown. Fastened whenever the seatbelt signs are on, and we recommend that you keep it fastened at all times. If the air
What's that, Johanna? Don't mind that much, at least it's not the roof. Can't remember what I said now.
plug disconnected. Bypass pin removed.
Hold the mask in place with the strap. Pull
Left
on
is clear,
each side
right is
to
clear.
adjust. Put on your own
Right,
mask
that would be 2 good
while on
engines.
others. If we land on water,
Constraints, we will... Bong, bong, bong. Taxi lights on. Hope, how are you? Welcome, 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 welcome. Right, where am I taxiing? We're doing Charlie. I'm going to...
Traffic,
Kilo.
Kilo, pushing back from stand 142 right. Dublin traffic.
And Dublin traffic air not 403. Taxiing to holding point November 1, runway 28 right via Charlie. Kilo, November 1. Dublin. Alright, let's go. What is New Sky doing? Parking brakes off. Yeah, Edinburgh then Belfast. Harry, how's it going? Joseph, you get the laggy thing too. Thankfully I can just set a bunch of camera views. Yeah, so I'm at the point now where thankfully I don't need my mouse very much, but it's just... doesn't bode well that it's there at all, does it? Not really. Let's go to Eddie! Been to Eddie in ages. Yes, I have. I was there last week, but I'm still excited to go to Eddie. Forza Horizon 6 on Friday. Can't wait for that. Would it be acceptable to play that on stream while we're in cruise? Or would that be wildly not acceptable? I feel like I'm going to be answering the same question 1,000 times though, like, why are you playing Forza or not Flight Sim? Why are you playing Forza or not Flight Sim? Forza on a Flight Sim channel? Why are you playing Forza? Mr. Mint is in. Good evening. Long haul it'd be good, I think. Like, if I'm ever going to do long haul, I would need to do something like that on the way. Like, there's no way I could just, like, routine... we did it once. Like, Baltimore to Heathrow, and it was a bit of fun, it's something different, but to do it every week, like, ugh, couldn't do it. Couldn't do it. I need to start playing a bit of Counter-Strike, don't I? Show off my mad skills to you all. I'm still just so impressed with that game. If you look at like the Steam charts for Counter-Strike, the amount of games that like come and go, that are like flash in the pan sort of thing, and you look at Counter-Strike just gradually over time just constantly getting more and more and more and more players constantly. Barely changing a thing. Like, going from Counter-Strike Global Offensive to Counter-Strike 2. They didn't really change a lot, to be honest. Then people are like, oh, they haven't changed very much. Like, yeah, because they don't want to ruin it. That's why. They've got a good thing going and they know it. Yeah, I would have to do any like long hauls not on VATSIM, probably not even streamed, to be honest, so I could walk away and just do something. Like I couldn't sit here in streamer mode for 11 hours. I would find that incredibly difficult, especially as, you know, I'm what I would call a card carrying introvert, which I know is bizarre given that I stream, but then think about it, why am I streaming from a shed talking into thin air.
Good evening, Ryanair.
And not in a stadium. Do you know what I mean? Evening, Hans. Oh, well done, Philip. Oh, Philip, I was saying to the guys before, I had a... What did I have? My wife brought home something called a chocolate blondie. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Chocolate brownie, but with white chocolate. Incredible. Gotta try it. Right, anything coming?
Dublin traffic, not 22 kilo, taxiing now to runway 28 right, via Charlie, kilo, and holding at November 1. Dublin traffic.
I can hear myself in that VATSIM getting excited about a chocolate blondie. Incredible. Okay, lights. Tara. Start the clock. Let's get out there. Dublin traffic, Air 403, lining up, taking off runway 28 on the Rotev 3 Juliet. Departure, Dublin. Ryan! Come on, mate. It's like nearly 8 o'clock in the evening. Wake up. Andrew's here as well. Excellent. All the good people are here. Haven't I gone over my flying hours? Oh, sorry. I've still got a bit of time left on the tacho. Don't worry. Hi, Elijah. Someone saying hello on VPilot. Sorry, I can't type back. I've got my hands full at the minute. Right, let's rock and or roll to Edinburgh. Flex 51, SRS, runway, auto thrust blue. Nice big long runway here. Graceful takeoff for the 321. B1 coming up. B1, there it is. Rotate. 3 degrees a second roughly in a 321. Don't want to risk a tail strike. Positive climb, gear up. There goes Dublin. Start our little turn. We're probably going to get Scottish control very quickly, I would have thought. Levers into climb.
Dublin traffic, not 22 kilo, lining up, runway 28 right, Dublin traffic.
Laps 1. Dublin traffic, Air 403, airborne out of 28 right, Rotev 3 Juliet, passing 2,400 Dublin traffic. Lovely jubbly. a speed limit of 210 knots up to the next waypoint. Give me a second, Dan, and I'll look at that question properly. Sorry, mate. We made good time, look. 8:01 and we're already in the air. It's pretty good for me, that. Especially in the 21, which takes its sweet time to load. Dip that nose now. Let her accelerate. Standard pressure. Let's go flaps up. How long until we hit Scottish control? It's not going to be that long, is it? It's really not. Where are you going? You're fine, you're at 360. Are you going Dublin to Bristol, Mr. Mint? Awesome. Good old Brizzle. Another bit of Brizzle we do.
Dublin traffic, air not 22 kilo. Departed runway 28 right. On the road tech 3 Juliet's departure. Climbing through 3000. Dublin traffic.
Grumpy was saying earlier, after today's stream, maybe I should consider a sterile cockpit under or below, yeah, under 10,000. I think you might have a point, but I do feel compelled to chat to you guys a lot. It's kind of part of it, isn't it? It's the conversation, but I see what he means. I see what he means. Go. Dublin traffic, Air 403, climbing now flight level 230, final call Dublin. Joanna, I didn't have time to do it for tonight's stream, but we'll do it for Thursday. Will be the plan. Coming up on 10k. How you doing, Oliver? Oliver says she's got my wind control stick and throttle today, and I didn't seem to get the engine 2 cutting out with reverse on touchdown. I found a post on the Phoenix Discord to fix it. Oh, okay, Oliver, nice one. I'll have a look for that. Appreciate it. Okay, let's disarm the ground spoilers. I'm going to give Scottish a buzz, I think.
Thank you, 19 minus November. 569 extra Quebec, call London 133705. London 133705, half fine, 69 extra Quebec, city mate.
Scottish Control, Air 403, inbound rotor, flight level 110, climbing 230.
Air 1103, Scottish Control, hello. And in fact, I'm going to be closing shortly, so you might as well continue 122.8.
Unicom 122.8, thanks, Air 403. Can you believe?
Sportsman 193, heading wave landing on 24. After Tartan, you can stop this.
Unbelievable. What did I tell you guys? We're the bloody curse of VATSIM we are. We've been air knotted once again. We got ground on. They've been on for half an hour, so by the time we get there, they'll probably be ready to finish, I'd have thought. 2-4, transition level 7-5, surface wind 270, 12 knots, visibility 10k or more. Good. QNH 1005. That's quite a big difference compared to Dublin. Oh, right, everyone stop laughing at my misfortune. Right, let's get back to Dan. What did Dan say? Not sure if you answered my question about the Wi-Fi in a dead zone in my parents' house. I'm going to hardwire an Ethernet cable from my parents' main router to my room, but wondered if there's a bit of tech that can wirelessly broadcast a signal from a box hardwired from the main router. Sounds to me, Dan. So I did a very similar thing in my house because it's a very odd shape with weird hallways and walls, and yeah, the one router provided by the ISP was not enough. So I bought a pack of Eros, E-E-R-O. They're like mesh Wi-Fi from Amazon, and I've obviously ran Cat6 cable all around the house as well. That's kind of like job number one, really. As soon as we got the house, it was like, right, a barrel of Cat6 is required. So all the main rooms that I want Cat6 into, including this shed, I've got Cat6 into. And then I plug in the Eros into the ends of those Cat6s, and then they create a mesh Wi-Fi network across the house. Therefore, you've got one SSID for your Wi-Fi, and as you roam around the house, the Eros intelligently hand you off from one and put you on another one if you're near one with a stronger signal. It's very cool. Very cool. I mean, what you're describing, I think, is a wireless access point. But for me, we used to do it where we had like various old routers from old ISPs that I would turn into wireless access points, but then you'd have like 3 different Wi-Fis around the house, and if you moved to one end of the house, your Wi-Fi would go really rubbish, but it would hang on to it. It would hang on to that rubbish connection and not grab hold of the stronger one. But going to mesh Wi-Fi where it decides which one you're on, it's very cool. I like it a lot. Ubiquity, Max is saying, yeah, Ubiquity's good stuff. Really good stuff. Yeah, the biggest benefit is one SSID, one Wi-Fi thing, no matter where you are in the house. Yes, you'll be connected to another, maybe a different access point, but you've got no idea because it's shuffling you around. Clever stuff. Now, they can talk to each other, the different access points, wirelessly. They build up a mesh Wi-Fi network, so they talk to each other over Wi-Fi. But the trouble is, if you've got loads of walls in between them, they can't really talk to each other very well, therefore you're not going to get a good connection anyway. Am I using the Winflex overhead? Not tonight, Matt, no, because I still need to get it mounted properly. I haven't really got anywhere to put it. Like, I've got it just off to one side, which is, I'll show you if you like. It's here. There it is. Probably get it up here somewhere. I don't know. I'm guessing you bought a cheap mount off Amazon. I haven't bought anything yet. Grumpy was suggesting potentially looking at a ceiling mount for a projector. So what I might do is have a look at that later. Someone else suggested, much like I did with this wind control gear with the aluminium profile, just like suspend a bit of profile down and hang it off of that. So we'll have a look. Yeah, Joanna, I'm exactly the same. If there's an option for a cable, I'm having a cable. The lights are just more gimmicky. You think, yeah, I'm not sure how I'm going to fit, especially if I'm streaming. I don't want it like looking like a disco in here. Not really. We'll post a picture of what I did for my overhead. Nice one, thank you. What plane? We are in the A321 by Phoenix. I'll be the first to admit I did tell a bit of a fib. in the video description because I said A321 ops. Not 20, I said A320. But then I realised there was a 21 at Dublin that I could fly for the VA and make myself a bit more useful for the VA, which I ought to do considering it's my VA. I should lead by example. Be the change you want to see, as they say. Yeah, Grumpy, get him. Get him out of here. Grumpy's taking care of business in the chat. I need to put my yoke back, to be honest, Ryan. I've unmounted it. Got a splash. Cheers for the follow. Grumpy's basically turned into a bouncer. I can't believe that controller shut down on us. Fly Boeing with a side stick. Well, I might try that, actually. Like, I know it's going to trigger everybody, which I suppose might be alright for engagement. It can be a new strategy, just trigger people in any way possible to get clicks. To going up to 1440p, I have better performance with the exact same settings. What, from 1080? My plane won't go down. Phoenix A320. Clicking the altitude thing. Try clicking it with your mouse wheel or your right clicker. Gone wider on the lens. Yeah, Rob, I installed a firmware update on the camera and it went back to its default. This is what it's normally like. So it's not a new camera. I just had it zoomed before in software. And I was like, oh, maybe I'll leave that as it is. I don't know. I don't know what I think about it, but I thought I'd try it for today. You can see my lovely IKEA plant now. It's the one plant my wife hasn't managed to kill yet, so that one's staying. So you've gone from being CPU limited to GPU limited. I don't know. Should I buy 2020 or 24? At this point, go 24. If you've got a PC that can run it, I would struggle to recommend anything that isn't 24, because all the developers now are sort of attaching their cart to the 24 bandwagon, if you know what I mean. Like PMDG have pretty much said, oh, top of descent, look at that. We'll go 7,000 for tartan. Let me do a managed descent then for a minute. Edinburgh traffic, air not 403, flight level 230. We are descending now on the Tunso 1 Echo. Will be at Tartan level 4, flight level 070. Then Vector for a 24 arrival ILS at Edinburgh traffic. Don't know, Max, to be honest. Don't know. Is it flight sim? It is. This is all going to happen quite quickly, isn't it? So, arrival performance, Eddie 24. Let's apply all of that good stuff. First of all, start of our weights. Zero fuel weight in the 21 is 73.7 tons. Add 4.7 tons. That takes us to 78.4 tons. That might be a problem. Yeah, that is a problem. Alright, we're going to have to do a hold at Tartan to burn some fuel. So we fly with the speed brake out for a bit. Yes. We need to lose approximately 600 kilograms of fuel. What is Tower View, Matt? Is Tower View... It's not its own set of software, is it? Is it? It's an add-on for Flight Sim. Am I right in saying that? Gear down, one less thing to forget. Oh boy. Anyway, let's do my destination data while we idly burn fuel. Let's go. Whoops. QNH will be 1005. Then 11 degrees for the temperature. Then 260 and 12 for the winds. Minimums on 24, 300 feet. And we're done. Good. I believe that Tower View is a Euroscope V-Pilot feature, which allows you to view planes as ATC. But do you need to use... How does it, like, draw the scenery? Is it using the sim at a fundamental level or not? Okay, how you doing? Let's program a hold at Tartan. Left-hand turns at Tartan. We need to burn a bit of fuel, we can. What kind of PC do I need? I have a 3060 with 16 gig of RAM. You'd probably have to run it on reasonably low settings, I think. Probably at like 1080p. Also, it depends on your CPU as well. Make sure you hold on long enough for ground to go off. Like, Joseph, stop it. Or I'm telling. Alright, that's 100 kilos of fuel that we've burnt so far. Just another 500 to go. Who's that messaging? You know that. There never will be a... Well, yeah. It's sad, isn't it? I went to Aerospace Bristol a couple of weeks ago and saw the one there. Really, really cool. Sad, in a way. Very sad. Talking to the guy there. So I wasn't sure if it had flaps or not. And I said, like, where are the flaps? He's like, didn't have flaps. He's like, you basically just do it all through the attitude of the plane. Hence the nose had to drop, because it had to come in so steep. Hadn't considered that. Incorrect heading indicator. Does that mean the plane is lost? Put it into heading mode. See if that helps you. exactly am I burning fuel? I'm on 4620 kilos at the moment. Right. Is it going to change? My engines are running at like 80% N1. There we go, 4,600 kilos. We're getting there. How much have we lost now? 4.5. That's going to take us to 3. So we're currently on 78.2. Got another 400 kilos to burn. I'm sure we can do that. See one of the test Concords. Is that the one that's at Fleet? OG. Alex, good evening. Yeah, Fleet's great. Aerospace Bristol was cool too. I thought it was a little bit on the small side compared to Fleet. That's him indeed. Hi, Paul. My attempts to burn fuel are not being completely successful. Right, Tomjet, where are you going? You're going down Gatwick. Oh, hello. Oh, that ought to be fun, didn't it? 2 miles between these two. They're both going to Edinburgh. 2,000 feet. 2,000 feet. Oh, stunning. We've got another one coming in. Where are you going? You going Edinburgh? You look like you're going Edinburgh. You are going Edinburgh. I think I'm going to just beat them to it though. What about you? You going Edinburgh? Aberdeen. They still going? They actually are, aren't they? Oh, we've got to watch this on the radar just for the lols. 2.9. They're slowly extending. Slowly getting there. What's ground on? 121755. Three miles. It's getting there. 3.1 miles. What's the speed? 130. 176. Yeah, this one's keeping the speed up to as late as possible. Although they do seem like they're going... What is it? 30B. I don't know what that is. Is that an A300? Seems rather fast. Well. Yes, I know. Speed brakes stood out. Master caution. I'm going to have to hold at Tartan. No two ways about it. So, maximum is... What I'll do for... Is it Stephen flying behind me? 3.6 miles. Yeah, they're getting there now. Yes, it is Stephen. Stephen, what I'll do, I will hold at Tartan at 9,000 feet, so that hopefully if you're on profile, you can just scoot on underneath me. Edinburgh traffic, air not 403. We're running a little heavy, so we're going to hold at Tartan at flight level 090. Hopefully then traffic can continue on at the 070 flight level restriction, Edinburgh traffic. I reckon 1 lap. Then that'll give ground just enough time. Has ground gone offline? You serious? They look like they're still on. It's cutting it tight, isn't it? That's either very good sequencing or cutting it tight. Ryan, you meanie. I see you've gone for AI thumbnails. Incorrect, Hino. I actually made that myself, but I appreciate the side compliment. You talking about tonight's stream? Hey, I'm new as at the Phoenix. It is. A through 21. It's a photograph of London at night with my plane that I cut out of a screenshot I already had of it overlaid. No AI. Just raw talent, baby. That's the danger, isn't it? With all this AI going on. I think people are going to be very, very sensitive to it, even when I'm not doing it. But you might get mistakenly accused of using it, even though you weren't. I do sort of think that there's going to come a point where people are going to get... They're going to see it and immediately go, oh, I'm not watching that. I do wonder. That's interesting, though, Tina. I'm not having a go at you. It's just interesting that you thought that. Genuinely. I can see why you'd maybe, looking at the thumbnail, I can see maybe why you'd think it. But that was my own doing. Loving the night landing. Yeah, well, we're going to get lucky on this one because, well, it's still a bit light. Well, no need to apologise. You know, I think genuinely, I think it's quite interesting that that's what you thought. I was looking at my thumbnails a little while ago, thinking actually before this whole AI wave, I think it's because I use the white and yellow text, and I have done for years, and that is a bit of a telltale sign now for AI. Particularly if I cut a plane out and put it on a background or something, then immediately people will think, oh, that's definitely AI. How in the world? My fuel on board is 4 tons. $77.7. Yay, we're in. It's updated it now, it's fine. I was going to say, it said estimated fuel on board, 4.5 tons. Fuel on board, 4. It's like, that can't be right, can it? Right, speed break away. Edinburgh traffic air not 403, cancelling our hold at Tartan. We're going to continue to descend for 070 at Tartan and then vector out for a 24 arrival on the ILS, Edinburgh traffic. Do you get more daytime up north, do you? Hadn't even thought about that. Right, Edinburgh streams from now on in the evening.
Traffic, Neptune 720, established on the ILS runway 249 miles, Edinburgh traffic.
hope. Hopefully we can get in before shuttle. Oh, shuttle's going to Aberdeen. SAS is coming into Eddy. I'm going to leave Tartan at heading... I'm going to go 020. That's my plan. Who's dinging at me now? Boom, boom. Very much, Paul. Edinburgh traffic, Air Not 403 leaving Tartan heading 020 for the ILS 24 into Edinburgh. Edinburgh traffic. Good. Nearly there. Nearly home. We could just do a direct CI24, I suppose. A little bit tight yet. Bloody hell. Here he goes, look. No, is text-to-speech going to read that because it's a sub? I don't think it will. I'll read it for you, Ryan. Ryan says, the 777 does in fact rule the world. This is where Grumpy steps in as moderator and deletes that comment. It is a lovely plane. It really is. I do feel like Boeing got a hell of a lot right with that plane. I find it quite Airbus-y to fly, in fact.
Edinburgh traffic, Neptune 72 Sierra, short final on the ILS 24, Edinburgh traffic.
Now, auto brake medium it shall be. Thank you, Ryan, for the 14 months. I really do appreciate you. It's basically like the tan leather upgrade, isn't it? Like when you buy a car, you can pay extra for that fancy suede-looking leather. That's what it is. What was I doing? I don't know what I was doing. Standard pressure, that's what I want. QNH 1005. This is all working out very nicely. Prediction time. I'm not partaking, Max. I'm not partaking because I've been spending a bit of time on the phone with Hanny lately from Gatwick, and we've been talking about this obsession with butter landings and this and that, and he's through talking to him, he's convinced me that it is just complete and utter horseshit. Really. Yeah. It's like, just get it down safely. Don't float it. Just get it down. A little bump's fine. Not going to hurt anybody. Like, predict to go around. I mean, to be honest, yeah, maybe. Alright, slowing speed 220 knots for me, I think. Edinburgh traffic, Air Not 403, slowing speed 220 knots, Edinburgh. I see a slammer of 300 FPM or more. No. I was talking to Hanny and he was saying, like, if I see anything under 200, I'm sort of like, why didn't you plant that down a bit firmer? Especially in a crosswind. Like, what were you thinking almost? I see why we do it, because, yeah, like, it's a bit of fun. It's like the gamification of the sim. I do get it. I understand. But at the same time, I think we also need to maybe be a bit more realistic. Bit of an unhealthy obsession within the simming community, I would say. Okay, 200 knots. Edinburgh traffic out 403, turning base for 24, slowing speed 200 knots, Edinburgh traffic. Do a hokey cokey. Good old MD-11, where a slammer is considered normal. Yeah, they say that's the unbutterable plane, don't they? I think I saw Captain Canada fly it. I think his title was something like, "Can I butter the unbutterable?" I thought it was quite funny. Good old Cap, I like him. Right, remind me of the go-around altitude. Short stuff. Cheers for following. Thank you, thank you. Climb ahead, 3,000 then as directed. Cool. I'll do what I want then. Pretty much. Right, now where are you going? Aberdeen. Good, we're still good. We've still got the place to ourselves. We're going to come in, make a turn. Turn is coming up. Is this the right time for me to log off ground? Oh no. Honestly. That would be so funny if that happened. We'd have to laugh. We'd have to laugh. That was quite funny when we tuned into Scottish Control and it was like, yeah, I'm going now. I was like, no! Because we had joked about that. Deary me.
Edinburgh traffic, not 22 kilo, now turning base for runway 24, Edinburgh traffic.
It should rename the VA to Unicom Air. Oh man. It does remind me of those like corridor lights you get in hotels that go off and on as you kind of walk along the corridor to save energy, except it's the reverse. It's like as we approach they turn off. I don't blame them. Right. 180 knots. Edinburgh traffic, air knot 403, 10 mile final for 24, established on the localizer, slowing now to speed 180 knots. What was your Tunisian hotel by chance? Oh, sorry, Matt. Sorry, I'm miles away then. Right, I need to focus. Need to do what Grumpy said and do a sterile cockpit. 160 until 5. Edinburgh traffic, out 403, slowing 160 knots. Will maintain until 5 DME, Edinburgh.
$2,500.
Yeah, down. Lights on. So, gear down 3 greens, auto brake medium, flaps full, speed brake armed, go around altitude set. Beautiful. Very specific prediction of 189 feet per minute. Alright. That's what we'll get. That's it. Let's get feet in the old rudders. I need to get some locking casters. I can already
feel myself doing that. Okay, we're at 5.7 miles. We said we'd do 160 until 5, 5.5, 5.4, 3, 2... That's near enough. Oh, and literally, my speed is exactly what I was doing. In fact, slightly more. VF of 147, but then with the 27 knot wind component. Wow, it's at 160. Edinburgh traffic, N 403 on a 4.5 mile final for 2-4 Edinburgh. Coming at us a little bit right to left. Self-comfy here. Come on then. Let's do it.
Edinburgh traffic, Air 22 kilo, established on the glide slope for runway 24, 7 miles out. Edinburgh traffic.
Three reds, that's what we want.
Above. Minimum.
Didn't you?
100. 50. 40. 30. 20. Retard. 10. 5.
Only just. There goes the engine. That was a bit of a floater, wasn't it? What was it we were just saying? Still smooth. There we go. Let's jump off here. We're down. That'll be a 10, I think, but it won't be a 10 that I feel like I've genuinely earned. Wee bit of a floater. Right, let's jump off here. Edinburgh traffic, N 403, runway 24 vacated, switching to ground, Edinburgh. Let's go, Clover. Edinburgh ground, good evening, N 403, vacated 24. Not sure where.
Air 403 Edinburgh ground, welcome to Edinburgh. You can taxi stand 1 Bravo via Alpha and Echo.
1 Bravo via Alpha and Echo, N 403, thanks. That was a bit long, Grumpy, wasn't it? That was a bit on the long side. Yeah, I think what I didn't do in my mind, looking back on it now, is taking into account of the headwind. And I think that generated a bit more lift than I was anticipating. Oops. So that's on me. That's on me. Don't overflare.
Ladies and gentlemen.
That's alright. We've got our smooth one in, and then we'll bosh it into the ground at Belfast. That's what we'll do. It might sting me on the length, Jim, yeah, but I was still inside the markers. But it might, yeah, you're right. Lovely, lovely. Is this an Airbus sim set? Well, it was a home setup. have a little bit of music while we taxi to the gate. Thank you, Max. Here comes Stephen. I definitely feel like on an evening stream, my willingness to go around drops, and I know that's bad. But I feel like, oh, if I've got another leg coming up and want to squeeze it in before I go into bed. That's what I don't want to, if you know what I mean. I know that's bad. I know it's bad. Right, where are we going? 1 Bravo. Let's tell GSX where they can expect us. It's reasonably busy here tonight. Stopped. Come on. Forget, with only one engine, you've got to give it twice as much thrust to get it to do anything. Ryan, is that you? Be honest. Quan, you missed the most incredible landing that very few in the chat appreciated. I was saying to him on the way in, make sure you butter it. Go long if you have to. Don't go slamming it into the ground.
Air not 22 kilo with you, now vacated, runway 24.
Air not 22 kilo, over ground, welcome to Edinburgh, you can taxi stand 1 Alpha via Alpha and Echo.
Oh, I just saw the BA tail and thought, it looks like a Ryan.
Taxi to gate 1 Alpha via Alpha and Echo.
Yeah, do, Mr. Mint, do. Right, so the plan is once we get this all wrapped up, we will switcheroo into a 320. So tomorrow's job, not that any of you probably care what I'm doing tomorrow, I'm going to be reviewing this, the RMP Cube from Wingflex. I feel like I've been using it on stream enough this last week to get a feel for it. And I very much like it. I don't know, Grumpy, I just saw a BA and it was big and I assumed that's probably Ryan. Come on in, round we go with one engine. Down and round we go. There we go, look. Home safe and sound. Love Edinburgh for a bit of scenery. So good. You realise how big this plane is, don't you? It's very long compared to... Considering it's very much the same as the 19 and the 20. It's just the length of it. It's incredible. Alright, Good. APU's on, in which case let's turn my engine off. And we will see what New Sky thought of that. Oh, lordy, lordy. 10! Yes! Oh my god. Look at that. Distance from threshold, 711 meters. Accepted range, 177 to 711 meters. If I was 1 meter more... 1 meter more! I'd have been out. Again, it just speaks to the skill that I can get it within that fine of a tolerance. You're welcome. That's what tonight was about, really. It was demonstrating how to push the A321 to the edge of its envelope. So, yeah.
Good evening, Lima at Sang 3 with information room. You on board aircraft
I got you guys, don't worry.
7-9 Dreamliner. Requesting Alpha clearance to London Heathrow.
That was, yeah, that really should have been a go around. Should have been a go around. But,
a reroute via Texas advice you can accept it.
but, I'm going to disconnect. We're going to back out and get into a 320. Let's end the flight real quick. Whoop. What was the 320 that we're going to take? Book a flight. God, I really should have gone around there. I'm feeling like a bit of a dick now. Never mind. EGPH to EGAA. Do we have EGAA? No, we don't. Brilliant. So I could have stayed in the 321. Never mind. Free flight. We'll just do it as a 320 now. Because the stream title said. EGPH. Don't we have scenery? Take the 320 with CFMs and sharks. Let's do it. 320 CFM sharks. 1 Bravo. Beautiful. It definitely should have been a go around, Hanny, shouldn't it?
Nice. Thumbs up emoji. And on the limits. Rolling on the floor laughing emoji. Yay, it should have been a go around.
Wrist slapped. Wrist slapped indeed. Oh. Thank you for the super chat, Hanny. Definitely should have been a go around. Why does the Phoenix take so long to log me in these days? Joanna, didn't you say it did it to you? The boss is watching me chase the batter. I know. I've been had. Let's get some aircon on in here. It's starting to really heat up. So much better. I can't wait for the summer. I can just sit in here and it can be like a little fridge. When everyone else is hot. Right, we go again. We go again. What's my... I haven't scheduled the flight, have I? Right, VATSIM, N232, schedule that. And not too many T's. Scheduled. Good. That is something we need to work on for evening streams. If that was a daytime stream, I'd have gone around and not given it a thought. I'm always conscious with the evening streams. It's like, oh, I don't know, but if I go around, that's going to probably add 20 minutes, and then that's 20 minutes later to bed, and I'm already tired, and that's basically what it... That's my thought process, so we're all clear. Good, we are back. Why isn't Chase Plane working? What's going on here? Save. There we go. Right. Good. Edinburgh to Belfast. 18 minutes. Let's get this show on the road. Before I do, we need to power the plane. It's lost all of my binds, all of my views. Overhead, overhead, overhead. There we go. Let's map this one. Can't believe that was to the meter. The meter. Good. Let's start again. Battery 1, battery 2. External power. Emergency lights. No smoking. Nav and logo. Crew supply. Recorder. Really good. 1, 2, 3. Have I got any good 3D prints going? Possibly a bracket to hold the overhead panel, but there's a little part of me that's like, do I really want to rely on my 3D prints to hang something that valuable? Do you know what I mean? That's what bothers me. I need to redo my views real quick. Is there a way... So I set up views this morning for an A319. Is there a way that I can just apply those to this plane without having to remake them all? I feel like there should be a way to do that. Import? Can I use these ones? These work. Please work. I really hope this works. Yes. Yes. Not quite.
Please place your large bags into the overhead lockers, wheels first, and keep your
They're not next to me.
under the seat in front of you. These include laptops, handbags, duty-free and loose items of clothing. If you are
One window
seated in
down.
the emergency exit row,
That's better.
front row bulkhead seat, all of your items must be placed into an
That's
overhead
better.
locker. Once you have safely stowed your cabin bag,
Safe position.
please take your seat. To help us ensure
So the wing is good.
departure,
Engine is good. Oh my word, what's happened there? Did you guys see Gav's video recently? When he was talking about lowering your camera view? That was quite interesting. Saying how we can get ground shy. I wonder if there's some truth to that. Well, there probably is, given that he said it, but definitely made me think. Right engine, safe position. Let's save this one, and we should be in business, hopefully. Watched your video earlier on the overhead panel. Wasn't talking to me at all. No swipe on your video making skills. Just not your thing. Oh, got it, yeah. Senna, thank you for the tier 1. Yeah, I mean, if it's not for you, Dan, like, you know, no problem at all. No problem at all. Doesn't have to be for everyone. Cheers for the tier 1, Senna. That's really cool of you. Thank you. Now, is this going to work? Please work. If this crashes the sim now, I might cry. He's doing the pop-outs. Please work. Yeah, there it goes. Sorry if I meant the product, not the video. No, it's all good, Dan. Like, honestly, even if it was the video. Like, totally fine. Totally fine. Is ground still online? Yeah, they are. Information Romeo. To crank the aircon down a bit, it's still not cutting it. Information Romeo, Q&A. And what is our flight plan? Let's have a little look. 2-4, go someone, Charlie. And then we go Belzoo 2-5. Cool, I can do that. Have I tried getting GFX yet? No, Quan, but we're going to. They were discussing on Reddit today a new FPS-friendly pop-out manager called Glassout. Oh, I haven't seen that. Look. Fuel is loaded. Passengers are almost loaded. So what I'm going to do then is turn on the fuel pump and turn on the seatbelt sign so they can belt up if they want to when they get in. Or they should do at least. Let's give ground a call, 121-755. 121. Edinburgh ground, very good evening, Air Not 232, stand 1 Bravo, information Romeo on board, aircraft type A320 with IFR to Belfast Aldergrove.
Not 232 Edinburgh ground, you are cleared, Belfast Aldergrove, Gotham 1 Charlie departure, squawk 6235, information Sierra is now current, QNH 1005.
Cleared to Belfast Aldergrove, Gosam 1, Charlie Squawk 6235. Copy information Sierra and QNH 1005, Air Not 232.
Air Not 232, read back correct.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 2, 3, 5. There we go. 0, 0, 5. Go some 1 Charlie. Let's have a look at that. Unload the old flight plan first though, eh? That would help. Report from Simbrief. Good go. Do ILS 25. We'll take the final approach. Right. Chart. Go someone Charlie, so straight out. A little turn to the right, heading 261. Above 2,300. Below 6. Then at the next waypoint, above 4,500, below 6. Then at 6, and remaining at 6 at Go Sam. Cool.
Thank you so much. Have a wonderful night.
Are we really only at flight level 180? I suppose it's not very far, is it? Yeah, it is 180. And the cost index? 53. Alright, let's do some work in here while the passengers finish getting loaded. HSU, AOC, flight in it. Come on. There we go. Eddie to Aldergrove. Let's go to the init page, init request. Two. flight number, cost index 53, and we're cruising at 180. To get the winds, excuse me. Ah, right, okay, if there was ever any doubt, go around. I keep thinking I should have gone around now. Because I know I should have. And I didn't, because I was like, oh, you got the next leg to do. Don't want to be late to bed because you're already feeling tired. But now, that feeling of kicking yourself is way worse than had I gone around. When will I learn? When will I learn? Alright, into Eddie, arrival, ILS 25, no star, no via, insert, secondary flight plan, init page, EGPH/EGPH. Again, it kind of maybe harkens back to maybe we should just do one leg on an evening stream. I really feel like that might be the way to do it going forward. I really do. Because it makes me sloppy on the first leg, because I want to crack on and get the second one done, so we've got time to do it. Whereas, if I know we've got one landing, Bristol to Alicante, for example, all of a sudden that landing counts. Because you know you want to get that one right. And if it looks wrong, you'll gladly go around. Whereas if you think, oh, but I've got to get back to Bristol, then you're going to just slam it down, aren't you? And obviously you wouldn't if it were a real plane, but because you know you're in the sim. I think I might be learning some lessons on the evening streams here. How best to do them. Oh, Philip. Where's that knife? Oh, those frames didn't feel nice then, did they? Isn't too bad. Right, are we loaded? Yes, we are. Send to MCDU. Whoops, don't do that. We want to go departure performance. And we'll go to 4, sync the load sheet, sync the weather. So we're doing flaps 1, down 0.5, 142 for everything. Huh. V1, VR and V2. There you go. You can, it just takes longer. Well, this is the problem. I feel time compressed on the evening streams. Daytime, I feel like it can take as long as it takes because we've got until whenever. Same thing with daytime. I used to try and squeeze 3 legs in and we would be rushing our socks off to do it and we'd make mistakes. Be rush, 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 rush. And you forget like your landing lights, you'd forget your seatbelt signs, you'd all sorts, just because it's like, just get it down because I've got to get gone, so I've got to go and pick up the kids from school in a minute, we've got to get that third leg in because if I don't take off now and if I don't, you know, can't even entertain a go around. Like, yeah, lessons are being learnt here. Be a one-hit wonder for the evening streams.
Tampa 6, 51 ready for push and start.
Good.
Tampa 6221, stand 204, push and start, approved, face north.
Push and start approved, face north, Tampa 6.
Performance data's in. Alright. Oh, I don't like those frames. Well, let's go beacon light them. How many flights on New Sky do I need to do as a newbie before I'm able to fly as Air Not? I'm a real world commercial pilot that also sims. What are you judged on in the sim? So you'll get a out of 10 rating for a flight on New Sky. We don't require a certain number of flights, we just require that your rating is above 9.0 or higher. So you have to do 1 flight for the New Sky Academy. And providing that goes well, then you'll be able to join and other airlines as well, like not just me.
Departure checks completed. Bypass pin inserted.
Bum, bum, bum. 6,000 in the window. Have I ever used Fly the Line? No, I haven't. But yeah, in terms of what you're judged on in the sim, Chief, it will look at things like beacon lights, strobe lights. It's not too fussy about the other lights, to be completely honest with you. Things like being established. Oh my god, there's loads of us.
Push start through, face north here, not 751.
If an airline has no minimum, you can join them without doing an academy. I think you have to do at least one flight with the academy for like New Sky to open itself up to you. I think. Not sure. It's been a while since I tried that. You might be right, Hans. I don't know. Look at all those air knots. Look, Mum, I made it. Oh, fine then.
Hello, NF121. Requesting airport into Belfast, information here on board.
Hey, not 121, report your aircraft type and standard, lovely.
Now, are we going to get a straight push out of here? Probably are, aren't we?
121, thank you very much. You're cleared. Belfast, Alder Grove, Gotham at 1, Charlie departure. Squawk 3534, information Sierra, QNH 1005.
How do you get out of here?
I place you in Belfast, we are Gotham 1 Charlie departure, squawk 3534, journey 1005, and at 121.
Hey, not 121, we're back correct.
How am I going to get out of here? What would normally be happen?
Number 1 Whiskey Papa, heading more ground. Hello.
Oh, sure, no.
Now, longitude, just vacated by Bravo, requesting taxi to North April.
November 1 Whiskey Papa, heading more ground, welcome to Edinburgh. You can taxi stand
Tired.
208 via Alpha Lima Mike in Quebec.
Alpha Lima Mike in Quebec to stand, could you please repeat the stand?
208.
Stand 206 via Alpha Mike, Quebec and Lima.
Yeah, I could probably fit under that little gate with one Bravo on it, can't I?
Oh, sorry, Alpha Lima Mike, Quebec to stand.
Let's go around the tower.
Number 1 Whiskey Papa.
Ground Airlock 232, stand 1 Bravo, ready for push and start.
Airlock 232, stand 1 Bravo, push and start, approved, straight push.
Push and start approved, straight push, Airlock 232.
Airlock 751, just checking. Push and start, clearance, still approved, with the pushback of there.
Airlock 751, push and start approved, face north.
Push start approved, face north, Airlock 751.
So do I go sort of push back so my wings are level with Echo? I'm going to ask the controller. Ground Airlock 232, just checking on our push. Would you have us push back so that our wings are sort of level with Echo, or did you have another idea?
Airlock 232, yeah. Wings level with Echo sounds pretty good to me.
Lovely, thanks. Never pushed back from this stand before, so hence the query. Thanks, help.
121, stand 3, ready for push and start.
Straight push back.
Airlock 121.
Manual stop.
3, push and start through face north. Just be aware of the company to your right side also pushing.
Sorry, push through, Airlock 121.
Tampa 6, 221, ready for taxi.
Delta 6231, taxi Delta 1 for runway 24 via Papa and Alpha.
Taxi Hilton Point, Delta 1, runway 24 via Papa and Alpha, Tampa 6, 221.
See how close we can get it. Sort of about here.
Please save parking brakes.
Will do. Let's get some bleed on. So we should actually get some daylight, or some lack of daylight into Belfast now, shouldn't we?
Unlocking gear.
Kicking myself about that lack of go around.
Ladies and gentlemen, please observe
The feeling of annoyance you get thereafter immediately makes pressing on not worth it.
Airbus A320 aircraft. Thank you.
Tow truck disconnected. Bypass pin removed. Left is clear, right is clear.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome aboard our Airbus A320. Illuminated signs and crew instructions including the following
Belfast 6221, no further ATC, I'm afraid. Unicom 122 decimal 8, have a good flight.
important information
Want to do that? That's my way. Goodbye.
life jackets and
Engine
brace
2.
position, which you must adopt if you hear brace, brace. There are
Okay, we've got auto brakes max. Arm the speed brakes. Give them a ding dong. Taxi lights to on.
signs are on, and we recommend that you keep it fastened at all times. If the air supply fails from above you, pull a mask towards you to start the oxygen. Put the mask over your nose and mouth and breathe normally. Hold the mask in place with the strap. Pull on each.
And that is engine 2. Beautiful.
Water. Take a life jacket from under your seat.
Well, I can't really go anywhere for a minute, can I? So that's okay. No mad panic. No mad panic.
Turn out 121, ready for taxi.
Turn out 121, taxi Delta 1 for runway 24 via Echo and Alpha.
Delta 1, Echo and Alpha, 121.
Doesn't she look lovely?
November 1, Whiskey Papa shutting down, thanks for the service. See ya.
November 1, Whiskey Papa, thank you very much. Have a great day.
Airlock 751, request taxi.
Airlock 751, taxi Delta 1 for runway 24 via Echo and Alpha.
Taxi Delta 1 via Echo and Alpha, Airlock 751.
And Air 232 also ready for taxi.
Airlock 232, you can also taxi Delta 1 for runway 24 via Echo and Alpha.
Delta 1 for 24 via Echo and Alpha, Air 232, thank you. Oh no, I've dropped my pen. Right, got another one here. Right, let's see if we can get out of here without clipping a fence.
All stations Edinburgh ground will be closing in 10 minutes. Edinburgh ground closing in 10 minutes. Not 121, no further ATC, I'm afraid. Unicom 122 decimal 8, have a great flight.
I want to get on the phone, and I want to go on. Thanks for ATC.
Here we go. Right turn onto Alpha then, following the guy in front. Getting dark.
Edinburgh ground, EZ271 at gate 1 with information Sierra, aircraft type C320 requesting IFR clearance to Manchester.
Money!
EZ271 Edinburgh ground, very good evening. You are cleared Manchester, Gotham 1 Charlie departure, squawk 2734.
Cleared to Manchester, Grosso 1 Charlie departure, squawk 2734, EZ271.
EZ271.
Chief had to go and mention it, he's a Boeing pilot.
751, no further ATC, I'm afraid. Unicom 12 decimal 8, have a great flight.
Unicom for Air Not 751. Thanks for ATC, good night.
You still on your anti-Boeing medication, Grumpy? Okay, left is clear. Right is clear. Clue is in the name, Quan, I think. No engine shutdown for you, Mr. Mint. How... Well, lucky, I was going to say. Well, not lucky. Good for you. Bizarre that, isn't it? Very bizarre. Richie, thank you for subbing on Twitch with Prime. Legend. Thanks very much. I imagine Richie was so impressed with my landing into Edinburgh earlier. That alone made him sub. What it was. That's what it was. You're welcome, Richie.
Requesting push and start from gate 1, EZ271.
EZ271, stand 1, push and start through, face north.
Thanks, Philip.
Push and start approved, face north. EZ271.
Always forget that. Ta-da! Was purely for the landing. See, I told you. What did I tell you? What did I tell you?
Not 232, no further ATC, I'm afraid. Unicom 12 decimal 8, have a great flight.
Unicom 122 decimal 8. Thanks very much. Good evening. Hello from PSP. Where's that? Cheers, Richie. Thank you, mate. All is very well. Tuesday night. I'm in my shed, on my flight sim. Can't really ask for a lot more, can you? Except for possibly better landings into Edinburgh in the A321. And it was smooth, just really, really late. And I really didn't fancy doing a go around, if you want to know the truth. Because it is already 9:30. And I'd quite like to be climbing the stairs in no more than an hour. Because your captain here is a bit pooped. Tell you the truth. I felt absolutely dead on Sunday. Absolutely knackered. I don't know whether it's because I feel like I'm allowed to be tired on Sunday, that I am tired on Sunday. That most other days I just like crack on and it's whatever, you just feel tired and get on with it. Sunday I felt like, God, I could just fall asleep at any point during the day. Like, my wife made me a coffee at like, I don't know, 3:10, and I sat down and I was like, you know what? I could legitimately fall asleep for 2 hours right now. Good job I didn't, otherwise I wouldn't have slept. Thank you, Short Stuff. Thank you for all the help. Yeah, thanks for the help getting out of 1 Bravo. I've never actually taxied out of there before, or pushed back out of there before. All of a sudden I was like, where do I go? Traffic Air Not 232, holding Delta 1 for 24. Right. Parking brake set. There they go. Did we land? We did. Up he goes. Lovely.
Edinburgh traffic, Airlot 751 airborne off runway 24, Edinburgh traffic.
And Edinburgh traffic, not 232, lining up to 4. Edinburgh traffic. Start the clock. Tara. Lights. Get out there. Could I tell me what throttle quadrant? It's wind control. Yeah. It is. Can't quite see it though because it's slightly out of shot. I'm not entirely sure what to do about that. In terms of getting a new camera angle. Just seen a message in from Jim. Hey, Emmy. Jim says, loved, watch the overhead panel video. You know what I'm getting? Yes, I do. Great video, love the close-ups. Just what you want when deciding to buy something. Didn't agree with your wind control pricing thing. The throttle pack is $250 on the UK with shipping. Yeah. So that... the conversion of the US dollar price is like $270, and it's 20 quid cheaper to go on the UK store. So there's only 20 quid in it, it's not a lot. Keep in mind that was dollars on the global thing. Edinburgh traffic, Airnaut 232, taking off runway 24, go Simon Charlie, Edinburgh. Manflex 65, SRS, green, runway, green, auto thrust, blue. V1, rotate.
7,000 feet on flight level 180.
Positive, climb, gear up. Levers climb. Yeah, the reason I kept it in dollars, Jim, was because I kind of wanted to make the point that I thought some people would say, why would I pay $600 for the wing flex if the wing control is only $349? There's a $250 difference. And it's like, yeah, but there kind of isn't.
EZ271, taking off runway 24.
Once you add in the shipping, once you add in the taxes, it's not quite as straightforward as people might think. I'd be keen to see what the price is in the UK when it actually gets here though. Let's go flaps away. Edinburgh traffic, Airnaut 232 airborne out of 24, go Simon Charlie, passing 3,000 Edinburgh. Yeah, because I think I said with the throttles it was like $366 once you add in the tax, once you add in the shipping. If you convert that, that comes to about $270. And then I think it's $250 direct from the UK store, so... Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Making any money on this flight. It's got to start New Sky. Again, rushing, trying to fit in 2 legs in the evening. Another lesson learned. Is that the Phoenix? It is. Yeah, I would say when all's said and done, Jim, on the UK store, I would be expecting something around the 400-ish mark. Probably. Because they're going to land the product, aren't they, in the UK?
Ladies and gentlemen, please keep your seatbelt fastened whilst
Just climb
your
down.
seatbelt fastened.
Edinburgh traffic, N 232, climbing now, flight level 180. Final call, Edinburgh.
End of the cabin. Remember that smoking is not permitted at any time. This includes e-cigarettes. In just a few moments, we will commence our in-flight service, offering you the chance to choose from our fresh selection available today. Full details can be found in your in-flight brochure. You can also purchase a selection of hot beverages, together with drinks and snacks from the bar. We accept
So it's starting to go down the sun, isn't it? So we can get a bit of nighttime landing practice in. I mean, God knows I messed it up with the with the daylight earlier, but... What do you think about the 737-800? Yeah, love it. I have it. Like it a lot. We like that one, we do. We should maybe fly that a little bit on Thursday. Should we take the 737 out on Thursday? Dare I fly it with a stick? I've ordered from both stores. UK smoother. One of my FMCs went China, Japan, South Korea, Germany, Philippines, France, UK in 2 weeks. Whoa. Yeah, like I ordered from the UK store and it was very much like... I ordered it, I think, Wednesday night and it was here Saturday. Grumpy can't talk. Popey did it earlier. Is all my setup wind control? No, not all of it. Not all of it, no. Side stick is from Moza. All this gubbins ear is from Wingflex. This is like wind control corner down here. Oh, Pope, you're talking about the Boeing. I see. I do have a yoke, yeah, it's just behind me. It used to be like mounted under my desk and I just experimented by getting rid of it. Just to see if I liked it. And I've got to be honest, I don't really feel like it's drastically changed anything. So I might put it back. Got the Thrustmaster yoke. But yeah, Jim, I think the point I was trying to make with like the wind control one is like people are going to see that $349 price tag, especially if they're in the UK and think, oh, that's probably like £280. What a great deal! It's like no, no. Which at that point you can see how you might do like the mental gymnastics. Think £280. That's almost half the $599 for the Wingflex. Why is Wingflex double? So well, it's not really. So that's that's kind of where I was going with it. Right, what time are we getting there? 10 o'clock on the button. Need to get it mounted. That's the next job, is to get it mounted. I might see if I can order something when I get in later. God. Everybody, can you stop setting Grumpy off? Don't upset him by talking about Boeings. feed the grumpy. Yeah, I should put a sign up. Please do not feed the grumpy. It was like you put like the grumpy like lion or the bear at the zoo. Please do not feed the bear. My money's on 4, Jim. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see what happens. Grumpy fly a Boeing if he's held at gunpoint. No, Grumpy will run to the nearest Airbus and fly away, probably. Do I think it's worth upgrading from a generic Thrustmaster throttle to a proper wind control Airbus throttle? Probably, yeah, if that's what you fly. The Ursa Minor, I've never tried the Ursa Minor, so I can't tell you if it's any good, but I've heard good things. That's all I can say, really. That's all I can say. Beyond that, you then start getting into, you know, silly money quite quickly. They're amazing products, but all of a sudden, what started as an affordable hobby becomes an expensive addiction. If you know what I mean. Well, that's us at cruise, and it wants destination data already. Grumpy, are you going to forgive me for forgetting to start New Sky? Speaking of not feeding the Grumpy. QNH 1008. 8 degrees, 270/11. As for fuel, 61 tons, and we estimate to have 2.8 when we land, so 63.8. 63.8. Low auto brake will do us nicely onto 2.5, but where will that get us off? 2.5. That should... What about medium? If we do medium, we can definitely... No, we can do low. I'm just thinking we can get off on the runway 17. Let's do low. Worst case, we'll just go to the end. Can't believe it's still light. I kind of thought we'll get some actual stuff. What is 500 USD to pounds at the moment? Got me intrigued now, Jim. 500 USD to GBP. 369, Jim. As of today. Should I get the Phoenix? Is there really a big difference between the standard? Oh my god, yeah. Red, like, if you get the Phoenix, that's the Airbus category just ticked. Like, you've got the best Airbus. You don't need to think about it ever again. Neos are coming out soon, albeit at an additional charge. Get the A319 and 21 expansion pack. You'll have lots of variety. There's lots of engine choices, wing fences, sharklets. You'll have the best time. It is the, I would say, just the best Airbus experience. Just the flight model, everything. It's incredible. For home simulation, it's remarkable. I do not have the weather radar on, no. Grumpy says he can second and third my statement. What do I think about FS Labs? I can't run FS Labs out of principle. After all that test DXE stuff, no, sorry. As an ex-software developer, that is unforgivable. Can't be doing that. That's going nowhere near my PC. Yeah, Max, feel free to go right ahead and do one. Not do one, as in do a long haul. Then you let me know how it goes. How many flights today? This is the last one. This is it. Into Belfast. Where are we even? Okay, we're still over Scotland. From what I've heard, you're not missing much skipping the FS Labs. I mean, it could be objectively better than the Phoenix, and I still would have a hard time getting over that, to be honest. Philip. Don't do it. Don't say it. Grumpy says, I'm really struggling to like the FS Labs, mainly because I hate the way you have to use the MCDU for almost everything, even starting GSX. Not on my throttles there isn't, Ben. Don't think there is for anything else either, but...
751 forward now, 210 knots for destination.
751 confirm, 210 knots.
210 knots, yeah, not 751.
Roger, we'll do the same then, not 232, thanks. Cheers, Red. Hope you enjoyed the Phoenix if you get it. Not sure I'm a fan of chase plane doing that, because if I don't touch my mouse in a while, it will do that. But then, of course, I'm not touching my mouse as much now because I've got all this kit. Yeah, I mean, just with FS Labs, I feel like Phoenix have been so flipping good to us as a community. I feel obliged to support them and kind of get the Neos through them and wait it out. So that's kind of where I'm at, really. Cheers, Pope. Have a good one. Oh god, I just accidentally put my finger in the flaps groove and now it's covered in grease. Ugh. Or a duplicate bind for Engine Master somewhere in the profiles. Alright, I will have a look, Ben. Thank you. still light. This was not what I expected. I thought it'd be dark. Fairly certain it's going to be dark if I stick my head out the window. I'm going to do it. And sort of. Live weather, it should be on. Yeah, someone did say the further north you go, the lighter it remains. I didn't really quite anticipate that being the case, but... hey-ho. Distance to the one in front, 8.5 miles. Distance to them, 8.5 miles. Autograph traffic, Air 232, turning for a straight in final ILS 425, autograph. Have I visited Costco? Picked up a 1440p 180Hz monitor for 110. Really? I've never been to Costco. They are in the UK, aren't they? Come on, Philip. Turn it up to 11. How long has it been on, Philip? Has it been... Did you message me ages ago? Is that the one where you have to sign up and it's like a bit of a weird... Like, how do you actually sign up to it? Oh, okay, I'm going to go 180 for separation. No, I'm not. Okay. 190. Boulder Grove, Air 232, showing 190 for separation. 5 hours. Damn. That's the thing with 3D printing. It does take a minute, doesn't it? I got a bit jealous. I saw Jay's 2 Cents had a like an extrusion machine, which I thought was quite cool. I was quietly very impressed with that. That could be some really cool stuff. Do I own an FMC? Do you own an FMC you can type? What? Cheers, Dwight. What's the monitor I'm using for the PFD? That is a Prechen, Prechen, Amazon special from the Bezos family store. Video all about it. If you want to see a full video review, it's on the channel. Maybe like 10 videos ago, if you search by date. Lights. Yeah, there you go, Ben. Doing our bit, aren't we? I should put a shell around it. Yeah, you're not wrong. That's what peed me off, actually, because just before I made that video, I noticed a few people got review units of what was essentially one of these screens with a plastic shell on it for like 4 times the price. I was like, are you kidding? Like, why is it so much? Did feel like rather a lot. I won't lie. Do I fly Boeing? Yes, we do. Petrol in Angola is 49p a litre. Is it really? Whoa. It's funny talking to the cabbies in Tunisia, because they were like, oh, petrol very, very expensive now. Like, it's gone right up. Yeah, it's a big problem. And I was like, really, how much? Like €1 a litre. I was like, God, that'd be nice, wouldn't it? But then, of course, it's all relative, I suppose. They're like, how much is like diesel fuel? I said, oh, it's like nearly £2 a litre. Like at the time it was, and they were like, no. Crazy.
Not 751, Mr. Fulcrum.
Cheers, Chase.
With a vector north, right up another Belfast traffic.
See, that's what I should have done at Edinburgh earlier. Hold my hands up. Too bad Hanny was watching right at that moment, wasn't it? He'll never let me live that one down when I next speak to him. I'm thinking of buying rudders, but don't know which ones I should get. Looking for not too expensive or cheap. I've got some Logitech ones that I used for years prior to this past November. And again, like, they're not the greatest, but they're also not the worst. And they were just over £100, which I thought was quite reasonable. So yeah, you can spend a lot. The reason why I got the Logitechs over the equivalent Thrustmasters was because the pedals looked like they were further spaced apart, and I thought that would be more comfortable. Can't be 100% sure, because of course I never tried the Thrustmasters. Then Moza said, could you review our MRPs? And I was like, yeah. I've been using them ever since, and they're very nice. They strike me as like cut from the same cloth as Wind Control's Airbus one, albeit Moza's look a bit stealth bombery and not Airbusy, but it's like they're sprung, they're dampened, it looks like very similar stuff. So timing wise, this has been perfect. A 10 o'clock finish is what I would have liked, really. I think the lesson is future live streams at night, one leg, but obviously not like a 45-minute flight. We'll do something a bit longer so we can have time to hang out and have a chat and all of that. And then it's like, because we've got one landing, it's going to feel like we want to make it count, we want to do it right, and if we need to go around, then we will. But we don't want to be in a position like we were earlier where we're trying to rush a landing, forcing a bad one so that we've got time for the second leg, because otherwise we would now be probably plus 20 or 30 minutes at 10:30 at night, which really I don't want to be out here at 10:30 at night. No offence, I'd much rather be getting sleepy and going to bed. Wordling 4. Did I do it before midnight last night? I think I did. Remember yesterday's was tough. Very, very tough. Yeah, that's it, Jim. That's it. Like, obviously your wing control ones are nice, but the Logitech ones still do. Leeds to Ibiza. Lovely. That's one airport I keep thinking maybe I should invest in, is Leeds. Do some Leeds ops. Leeds and Newcastle, they feel like maybe they need to join in a bit more. What's the good thing about having an MCDU in real life for Microsoft Flight Sim when you can just use the mouse? It's quicker. And you can always see it. You don't have to change your view every time you want to have a look at it. I can just see it like right now, out the corner of my eye.
2,500.
How are we looking now? Go speed 160. Aldergrove traffic, N0 232, 10 mile final for 25, slow and speed 160. We will maintain until 5 DME, Aldergrove. Yeah, Rob, I've got a similar problem inside, actually. I need to have a look at that. Ahead of Forza Horizon 6 on Friday. Well, Friday for me, because we bought the big expensive version, because we're idiots. No regrets. Did you just flip your flaps up? I pulled up my speed brake lever to arm them. Okay, gear down. Flaps full. Go around altitude 3000. We're now below that, so we can set it. Oh, right. Come on. I really want to make up for Edinburgh, because I feel like Edinburgh was a bit of a... Even though we got a 10, it didn't feel like an earned 10. At what point do we disconnect the autopilot? I mean, you could do it now, really. Like, normally, I would let get to my final approach speed and then do it. QNH is down to 1007. Let's update that. Aldergrove traffic, N0 232, 5.5 miles for 25, Aldergrove. So again, we've got a fairly strong wind, haven't we? 30 knots. Navigraph makes it 10 knots down the runway, and this makes it 15. So yeah, we don't want to overflare. That was the mistake in Edinburgh as well. Let's do it.
1000.
Tiny corrections. At least that's the theory. Yeah, it's a little bit over to the left. I think this is the Pirigee scenery I've got, if I'm not mistaken.
500.
Two whites, two reds. Is Pirigee going to be on the money with the accuracy of the pappies? I don't know. Maybe not. Should we go 3 reds to be sure?
100 above.
3 reds. Feeling much better about 3 reds. Continue.
$100. 50, 40, 30, 20. Retard. 5.
That was better. There goes the engine. Now, I can't really claim that one as a night landing because I feel like it's more of a dusk than a night, but we'll take it nevertheless.
Traffic, you're not 751 established on ILS, runway 25. Overgrowth traffic.
Definitely 3 reds is the way, isn't it? If you're chasing 2 reds, 2 whites, it seldom works out for us. Right, keep it rolling. And that wasn't bang on the markers, but that was okay. That was okay. Vacate. Via here. Tattoo heart. Quiet, Ben. No long haul for you. Autograph traffic, Air 232. We are now taxiing runway 17 to Charlie off of 25. Mr. Tan, yeah, Grumpy, I don't know if you noticed, you didn't say anything earlier, so maybe you didn't, but I forgot to start New Sky. That was a bit better, wasn't it, than Eddie?
Overgrowth traffic, you're not 515 mile final, runway 25. Yeah, but yeah. Overgrowth traffic. Autograph traffic, Air 232, just to reiterate, clear of 25, currently on Charlie, taxiing to stand 21 via Charlie and Lima. Autograph. Whoops. Oh my word. What's happened here? I'll forget it. Right, APU. Get the lights off. Clean the wing up. It was a night landing. Okay, fine. We'll take it. I'm feeling slightly better about that. Again, not quite on the money on the markers. Again, I barely had to flare. I think it was that wind. I just didn't take it into account into Edinburgh, did I? What are we at now? 10:05, so... yeah. I like to try and get things wrapped up by 10. If I can. On an evening stream. Which is why I forced it when I shouldn't have. That's on me. We'll learn. Stand 2-1, where are you? Yeah, this is Pirigui, isn't it? Of course it's Pirigui, it looks incredible. Muck around, do they? God, it does look good at night, actually, in sort of dusk, doesn't it? It does look very good. Good old Pirigui. Done it again, haven't they? Scenery. How you doing, Tom? I hate to say it, Tom. We're just about to end. Parking brake on then. Back inside. Engine off. Ah! There we go. We made it. So, lessons have been learnt tonight. Possibly doing 2 legs is a bad idea on an evening stream. I would rather do a longer cruise. Gives us time to have a chat, more chill, and also it means if there is a go around, we'll just do the go around because we're not like
stressing about trying to fit in another leg afterwards, which is exactly what happened earlier. So, lessons have been learned. Good. That was a lovely, enjoyable evening. Here it comes up. Look at that. Pyrogy's running the show tonight. We just need an FSLTL base model. That's all we need. That's all we need. Grumpy, you're going to have a word with him. That's my new head of security. See if you can sort it all out for us. It's got to be soon, right? It's got to be soon. Can't be long now. It really can't. Thank you to everyone who flew along. Thank you to everyone that supported the stream tonight. Even if that's just hitting the like button. Really do appreciate it. Thank you very, very much indeed. I will be back on Thursday daytime. Hopefully for another double bill like we did today. So we'll do a daytime stream followed by an evening time stream. And we will have a nice little day of it. And until then, hopefully I'm going to be working on a review for this RMP panel that we've been using tonight, which has held up very well. Very well, very impressed with it. Also from Wingflex. So keep your eyes peeled for that one. Check out the overhead video if you haven't yet. That one went out today at about 4 PM, I think. Yeah, interested to hear all your thoughts on that one. I felt very conflicted going into that review, and I was worried that I was going to say my piece and you'd all be like, what are you talking about, mate? But it seems like most of you didn't, so that's cool. Anyway, nearly 10:10. I'm going to go in, chill for a quarter of an hour and take myself off to bed, I think. Thank you all so much. Lovely time flying with you as always, and I'll see you all on Thursday. Ta-ra.